So hello guys, welcome back to another session of pre-market analysis, and in this session we are trying to find out what could be the direction of the movement of this particular market Euro USD right now. Okay, now I told you that if you go on daily time frame and if you hide the drawings, you will see that right now we are actually at the daily time frame fair value gap, right? How can you identify a fair value gap? We are right now in a daily time frame fair value gap. If you see this point from this point, can you guys see this thing? Let me just delete this thing. Yeah, so from this point to this point, there's a fair value gap, and we are right now in this fair value gap, and we are expected to reverse if the price needs to be bearish. Why do I expect the price to be bearish? If we go on 4-hour time frame, okay, and I get back all of my drawings, right? There's a fair value gap that I have highlighted and all of those things. If I get all those drawings back, this is what I expect. Okay, now see, the price went into the fair value gap, rejection, again rejection, again rejection, again it went there. It should show a rejection. Why it should show a rejection to downward? Because see, it has been generating a sell stops. You guys can see this particular sell is not taken by this sell stop is not taken by this sell stop. Okay, so if you zoom in, there is this sell stops are not being taken. It means the market is generating liquidity on the downside so that it can manipulate the market to upside, and people will get manipulated, and then the market will break down, right? Now on before the market moves down, it will rally upwards. Okay, so it has been taking buy stops. This buy stop is taken, again this buy stop is taken. Okay, let me just straighten this out. Okay, this buy stop got taken, this buy stop got taken. Okay, and we are expecting that this buy stop should have been taken as well, but you guys can see there is no buy stop that is not taken yet. Okay, so the buy stops in here are not taken in. Then what does it mean if the buy stops are not taken? Think about it. If the buy stops are not taken, it means it will be taken, and then the market will try to rally downwards. Okay, I don't think this particular thing has some importance in here. Okay, now we expect the price to take out these buy stops. Okay, now if the buy stops needs to be taken, then what should happen? See, the sell side liquidity is being generated and the buy stops needs to be taken. If we go on 1-hour time frame, we'll see we are just trying to analyze from top to down. Okay, we have generated one more sell side liquidity on Euro USD. I'm talking about. So sell side liquidity is there. Okay, on the higher side there's a buy side liquidity. So right now this is a short term liquidity. This is a short term liquidity, right? Yesterday what happened? There was a sudden price movement because of some news or something. Okay, and the price went higher. Now because if the price went higher, wait, okay, how can I do this? Yeah, okay, so the price went higher and it should come back to the equilibrium. Now it has been near to the equilibrium. What I want actually in the price to happen is I want this particular thing, this particular lows. You guys can see this. If I hide the drawings, you will see that these lows are not taken by this low. These are exactly equal lows, so clean lows. It means the chances of these lows to be taken are high. Okay, so I want this particular lows to be taken. Okay, that's what I want. Now if I get back the drawings, you can see we rallied higher, created a fair value gap, then we created two buy stops. Okay, buy sell liquidity we created, and then we broke down from the fair value gap that we created itself. Okay, now the price has to come back. Either this thing should happen. If the price comes back to this point, I'll take a look for a buy sell this sell sell liquidity. Okay, got it? And then I'll look for a rally higher, and then I'll look for a rally downward. That's what I should expect. Okay, that's how it will do. Now it might go to exactly this low. Got it? Take out this buy sell liquidity and then go for it can take out this sell sell liquidity and then go for buy sell liquidity. Got it? These things can happen. So this level and this higher level is much more important. This higher level is of higher liquidity. This lower level is of lower liquidity. Less liquidities are there, but I expect that this liquidity should be taken first in order for the market to rally higher to take out this buy sell liquidity. Okay, so our agenda for the day is that the buy sell liquidities will be taken, BSL be taken after this, after the SSL gets taken. Okay, this is our agenda for the day. This should happen. Okay, so we'll look for some sell side liquidity to be taken, and the price should bounce back from this level. This is the level from which the change in the structure of liquidity happened. You guys can see this particular line is where the change in the structure of delivery happened. Got it? CASD. Now because this is the point where the change in the structure of delivery happened, it can come back to that point and it can respect to that point. Why? You guys can see that these 2 points are respecting this thing. Okay, now what we can see, there's a fair value gap as well. So we actually inverted this fair value gap. Last time we didn't invert this fair value gap, so we inverted this value gap, so the price can come back to this level somewhere over this point. Okay, now what it should do is it should like come back, take out this particular buy sell liquidity, and then it can like go on higher. Now this is what, this is a order block, this is a bullish order block, so the price can actually touch this thing. Okay, so the price can touch this thing and PS through it. Got it? That's what we expect. And then we look for a rally higher for a buy sell liquidity. That's what we expect. Okay, got it? This is the analysis for the EURUSD, and I will share my chart. Okay, let me just copy this chart link. Okay, I'll share the chart link in my description. Okay, from now on I'll also start sharing the chart link. Okay, so that you guys don't get confused. Okay, and that is it. Let's go on to check out for the GBPUSD as well. Okay, let's see if there is any kind of news today. So the GP news has passed. Okay, it was like climate count change, average earnings and all those things, unemployment rate. Okay, so it has passed, and there was I think at 12:30 there is no sudden movement, right? Okay, there is no like good impact over this thing. Now let's think what this GBPUSD is trying to do. Okay, if I go on daily time frame, again daily time frame, let me hide all the drawings. Okay, so now let's get back to drawings again. Okay, so right now according to drawings we are in this is a fair value gap, right? Okay, we have to go on a lower time frame, again lower time frame. Okay, so this is a 1 hour time frame. So you guys can see on 1 hour time frame there's a fair value gap that has been created, right? And the price has just touched this fair value gap. You guys can see the price has touched the fair value gap, but it has not went in the fair value gap in all this time. So it means, and also the buy stops are being created, it means the price will be willing to come into this particular fair value gap, and then we can expect it to go down, right? So this is the overall movement that should go, right? Think about this. This is the overall movement that should happen, right? Why? Now why the price should go up? Because there is a buy sell liquidity, so the price should go up, and there's a fair value gap as well. Why the price should come down? Because we can see that these sell stops are there, sell stop, sell stop, sell stop, and also these sell stop are also not taken. You guys can see this. Okay, so let me delete this red line. I denote the red lines for the first like nearest targets. Okay, now these are what? These are sell stops. Okay, so these are sell stops, and let me delete this thing. SMT. Okay, okay, so just like EURUSD, the market rallied for the EURUSD as well, so it went higher. Okay, now it created a fair value gap. So what you guys can see, it created a fair value gap as well. So okay, this is the fair value gap, right? Here on 1 hour, right? Here on 1 hour. So let's put it fair value gap. So this is a fair value gap, right? Is there anything important? What is this thing? Okay, let me just delete this because this was order block. Let's delete it because it has been inverted. And now you guys can see this particular buy stops have been taken by this thing, and there is a buy stop as well. So the price must go above this thing to take out the buy stops, and then it should rally downward, just like we expect for the EURUSD. Same we expect for GBPUSD as well. So we'll just put that as buy stops. Okay, and now let me just put this thing as buy stops as well. Look, I'm not going to write it as buys. I'll just pick it with this particular green color. Okay, I use this color for denoting the nearest experience. Okay, like the nearest target of like what should I expect. Now this is CISD. Let me just delete this. It was for the previous trades. Now buy sell liquidity taken, buy sell liquidity taken, again buy sell liquidity taken. So there's no thing, there's no point I should keep this in chart. Okay, let me just delete this thing as well. Okay, sell stops are being built. Market rallied higher, it should come right back to the fair value gap, and then it should go down, right? Okay, so this is the point where the movement has actually started, right? From this point to this point higher, the price is right now bouncing from 0.5% equilibrium level, right? Okay, and now I can see like there is no sell side liquidity that has to be taken. This sell side liquidity is being taken by this thing, and obviously this sell side liquidity is not taken yet. Okay, now it means I can expect it to rally somewhere downwards, and then it should go higher. Okay, got it? That's what I expect for the market. This particular scenario is for like the whole week. Okay, the whole week it should go up and then it should come down. That is the analysis. Got it? I'll also post the link. Okay, the links to my chart in the description box, so you guys can check it out. I think that is it for day. Okay, yeah. So the similar movements will happen for EURUSD and also GBPUSD. So buy stops needs to be rated, but in EURUSD we can have a confirmation of when the buy stops are going to be rated. It is when the sell side level is taken, then the market should expect to be rallied higher. Okay, got it? So after this buy stops, because there are buy stops as well. So once this buy stops gets taken, I don't want the price to go over this particular. You guys can see this red line. Can you see this red thing? Okay, I don't want the price to go over this thing. Wait. Why am I drawing this thing? There was a reason I drew this. Oh yeah. So if we go on a daily time frame, this is particular the low and the what do you call it? Open and the low. Okay. So the bottom 2 points is because of this particular bottom 2 points. This bottom 2 points. Okay. You guys can see market rallied higher and then broke down. This particular things are going to act as a order block. Okay, now because these two things are going to act as a order block, it will try to keep the price below it. Okay, so the market should not rally higher than this, somewhere over this. Okay, yes, the wicks can go above but not the bodies. Got it? So that is it for today, guys. Take care. See ya. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Keep studying.